I'm Michael Gill, and after 10 years in kids ministry, there's nothing that I can't handle. So we're going to spend the next week showing you how to survive out in the wilderness. This is Surviving Creation. Michael Gill here, wilderness expert extraordinaire, back for another day at VBS, camping out in God's Word. We had an incredible day yesterday. We got dropped off out here in the wilderness and we found a water source, and we learned from Genesis chapter 1 about God creating everything. It was a really, really good day. But you know, one of the most important parts of survival in the wilderness is shelter. And so today I'm going to teach you how to build an incredible survival shelter. Let's go. Well, one of the most important parts of building shelter is finding the right type of wood. You definitely don't want to build your shelter out of something soft. You want a nice hardwood, like that's pretty hard, so that would be good for building shelter. It's also important to think about what type of tree you're going to build with. So, for example, this right here, this is an aspen tree, and you can tell it's an aspen because of the way it is, really. So these are all important factors to keep in mind as you're building your survival shelter. So let's go ahead and let's get started with this thing. Oh man, well, as you can see, my shelter is pretty much complete and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's pretty secure. It's gonna keep me nice and safe from any storm that might come this way. Well, I managed to do a little bit of off-camera work, and with absolutely no help whatsoever, I was able to reconstruct my shelter using all natural materials. It's pretty impressive, right? You like it? What, you don't believe that I built this on my own? Okay, all right, I had some help with it. Maybe, truthfully, I'm not as good at surviving in the wilderness as I would like to believe sometimes. You know, it kind of reminds me of this story from the book of Exodus when the Israelites had tried to lead themselves, had tried to make it on their own, but they realized that it's just better when you follow God. And so he led the Israelites with a pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day. It was really incredible, but they learned that following God is actually better than trying to follow themselves. But you guys are gonna learn way more about that in your story time today. So I'm gonna go ahead and head into my shelter, and I will see you all tomorrow.